Hi guys, Courtney here. Welcome back to my channel and thanks for tuning in. Today's video is going to be my quick top 10 tips and tricks on how to dress professional on a budget. That last part is definitely the most important because I know if you're new to your career and just trying to build a work wardrobe, or if you've been working for a while and just need a quick refresh, the last thing we sometimes want to spend our money on is work clothes. I know for me personally, I want to buy clothes for every other occasion, and then when it comes to work, it can be like, why do I have to do this? It's bad enough that we have to work as much as we do, and then we have to spend more money just to be able to work. I just, cue eye roll, right? But with these 10 tips and tricks that I've kind of put together over the years, I hope it will make that easier for you guys to build a wardrobe or, add new things in. So if that's something you think you'd be interested in, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and let's get to it. All right, I'm not going to ramble too much because I've tried filming this video already and ended up being like an hour long. I'm like, no one wants to watch me sit there and ramble for an hour. So I want to really just get into it. But I will say that I have been working now in an office setting for, I'd say like 7 years or so. And when I started, I was transitioning from retail, so I really had nothing when it came to work clothes. All of my clothes were really casual, jeans, t-shirts, oversized sweaters, nothing that worked well in a professional office setting. And it was really hard for me to figure out, how do I start? I wasn't making a lot of money. I lived at home, thank goodness, so I didn't have a lot of bills, but I still didn't have a lot of money, and I was like, I don't know how I can dress for work. I didn't have a lot of disposable income at the time, and building the work wardrobe was something that definitely stressed me out, and I did it, obviously, and through the years, I now have a much more comprehensive work wardrobe that I'm really happy about, but it took a long time, and through these last 6 or 7 years, I really have found what works for me and what has helped me when it comes to work clothes. So, with all that, that preface out of the way, we're going to start with tip number 1, which is don't get overwhelmed. Don't do what I did, which was stress out and feel like I had to have an entire closet full of work clothes when I just started. I really felt like I don't know how I'm going to be able to do this. And it sounds silly because I know it's just clothes, but the first job I had, the first office job I had, was a business professional setting. So I really had to dress up more, and I didn't know how to do it because all the stuff I had was clothes. Was casual, So I just didn't know where to start. And so what I'm here to tell you is, don't get overwhelmed. You don't have to have a closet full of 10 suits and 10 dresses and this and that to start off in your career, or to even, go throughout your career. Just start small, get your staples, and everything else will go from there. Everyone starts from somewhere, and it's okay, so don't stress yourself out too much. Tip number 2 is buy neutral staple pieces. So the staple pieces that you should start off with, that I mentioned in tip number 1, you should buy those, or at least I suggest buying those in neutral colors. And if you're curious what I mean by staple pieces, I mean your blazers, your trousers, pencil skirts, dresses, things that make up I don't say the bulk of your wardrobe, but they're the staple pieces. I don't know another adjective for, staple, but your main pieces that you're going to really build your outfits around. The sweaters, the tanks, the shells, everything that goes underneath that, the cardigans, those are kind of additional pieces. But your main staple pieces, I suggest buying in neutral colors, black, navy, tan, because you'll be able to wear them so much more. I love a pink suit. I love a red suit. I think they are so badass, but you can't wear them multiple times without people being like, Courtney, didn't you just wear that suit Tuesday? It's only Thursday. But a pair of black trousers, you could technically wear Monday through Friday, and no one would know the wiser. I don't know if you should do that. I don't really suggest that, but you totally could, and no one would ever know because they're black trousers. So things in neutral colors, nothing too patterned, nothing too bright, really just kind of blend in. And you could have 10 pairs of black trousers and no one would probably be able to tell the difference, or you could have one pair, make them a great pair, and no one would also know that you're wearing them all the time. So really buy your neutrals because you can really stretch your dollar, and this whole video is really about taking that dollar and stretching it as far as you can, and when you have neutral pieces, you can definitely do that. Tip number 3 is to buy pieces that mix and match well with each other. For example, these are suiting separates that I have. This is a blazer, this is a skirt. They're in this, I don't know if you can see, a black and white kind of check print almost like a houndstooth, but not really. It's one of those where you it's like plays tricks on you when you look at it. But I love these pieces because since they're black and white, they can easily go with a lot of other things in my wardrobe. I could wear this blazer with a pair of black trousers or a black pencil skirt, and then same thing with this skirt. I could wear I could wear it with a black blazer or a black sweater or whatever it may be, or I could of course wear them together. So this would be one outfit, but then I can also pair both of these separates with different pieces and then have more outfits because I'm able to mix and match. And if you buy neutral colored staple pieces, it's a lot easier to do that. So I have a navy blazer and a tan skirt. They go great together, but I could also wear the tan skirt with a black blazer. I could wear the navy blazer with tan pants, or I have a pair of white pants that I love right now. So all of those neutral pieces really mix and match well with each other, and once again really stretch the dollar and allows you to have more outfits with less pieces. Number 4 on my list is don't underestimate a good tote bag. Tote bags are the essential work bag because you can throw everything in them. They're super easy to carry, and if you buy one in a neutral color, you can wear them with all of your outfits and not have to worry about changing purses every day to match with what you're wearing. I don't know about you, but the last thing I have time for in the morning when I'm getting ready for work is to think about my purse and matching it to my outfit. I love handbags. You guys probably know that about me. If you don't, I do. But when it comes to work, I don't really care that much about matching my purse with my outfit. And if it all goes together, I really just need one bag that will go with everything in my work wardrobe. And for me, those are tote bags. I got my first tote bag a couple years ago because I was traveling a lot and I would carry a purse, a laptop bag, my suitcase, and I just looked like a crazy bag lady. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. So I got a tote bag and I'm able to now carry my laptop in there. If I'm going into the office and need lunch, I can put that in there. I can throw my big water bottle in there, and it's really a one-stop shop for everything I need. And it's so much easier to just worry about having one bag as opposed to all these other little, specialty bags like a laptop bag or a lunch bag or whatever. And they all fit in nice tote bags. I will say my tote bag is a Louis Vuitton Neverfull, which is awesome. If you're looking to spend that kind of money on a purse, I highly recommend it. But this is a budget video, so you don't have to spend that much money on a good bag. They have plenty in the, $200 to $300 range. And if you're looking for something less than that, they have plenty under $100 in stores all over. You can go to Nordstrom, Madewell, I'm sure J. Crew has some, and you can get a leather one, a faux leather one, whatever's in your price range, and you will definitely have it for a long time, and you'll just find that it is so practical. That leads us into number 5, which is don't worry about investing. I mentioned the Louis Vuitton bag that I use for my tote bag, but you don't have to do that. You can really buy whatever you feel comfortable with in your price range. With everything out there, social media and all of that, it's really easy to get caught up in what everyone else has and what everyone else buys. And what I've had to learn to do is I have X amount of money and I'm willing to designate X amount of money for clothes, accessories, whatever, and that just is what it is. And if other people are spending more or less, that's none of my business. What I want to spend my money on and what I'm comfortable spending my money on is a personal decision, and whether that's a lot or a little, it's all different for everyone. And if you're not in a position, or if you don't really even care about investing in the nicest trousers or the nicest blazers, like, who cares, right? Like, you don't have to do that to have a nice work wardrobe. You can go to plenty of stores that are affordable and find great pieces that will last you for a long time. I love shopping at H&M for work clothes, especially, so that first job that I talked about like 7 years ago, I went into H&M, spent like, I don't know, $300 or something, which at the time was just mind-boggling, but I didn't have anything, so I had to like buy my staple pieces, and I got a few suiting separates. I got some, basic shirts to go underneath blazers, my pencil skirts, trousers, all that kind of stuff. And I spent, like I said, like $350, which was a lot of money at the time. But a lot of those pieces I still have. And for, I don't know, I probably got like 10 different things. So for $300 for like 10 different things, that's a pretty good deal. And especially knowing that I have so many of those pieces still this many years later, like, I can't be mad at that like little bit of money I spent then, knowing that I have them today. So you don't have to break the bank to dress well for work. So number 6 on my list is to not be afraid of using a tailor. And you're probably thinking, Courtney, this is a budget video. I don't have, excess money to spend on a tailor after I just bought clothes. And I totally agree that sometimes going to a tailor just doesn't make sense. But if you're shopping at some of those affordable stores and getting, say, this dress for $20, if you wanted to spend, say if you had $50 in your budget to spend on a dress, this was $20, but was like an inch or two too long to the point where you're like, it's not very flattering, take that to the tailor. It's not going to cost that much to get the hem shortened, and now you have a dress that you still didn't spend a lot of money on, but that you love and you're going to wear because it actually fits you. The last thing you want to do is buy clothes that don't fit you well and are, poorly fitting clothes are also most likely unflattering clothes, and that's definitely not how you want to dress going to work. You want to look professional, polished, put together. And so if something is a little off-fitting, you're either not going to look polished or you're not going to wear it because it doesn't fit. So if you're going to buy something, then you might as well spend that little extra. So if you find something you really like that isn't too expensive, that's in the budget, spend that little extra money. Get, if it's the legs are too long, get those shortened. If the waist is just a little too big, get that taken in. That little, extra $15, $20 to adjust something slightly doesn't add that much more to the to the total cost, and you'll wear it so much more. You'll love it that much more, and the price you paid will definitely be worth it. Number 7 on my list is to get a steamer. I have this little handheld plug-in steamer that I got from Amazon. It was between $30 and $40, I think. I'll link it below. But this is the best thing ever. I hate dry cleaning my clothes. It's inconvenient. I don't feel like getting my clothes, dropping them off, and then going to pick them up later. But it also adds up the price. Every time you have to go drop something off at the dry cleaner, you're paying for it. And so that just adds to the overall cost of the item. But if you have a steamer, and I'm not saying, if you have a steamer, you don't ever have to clean your clothes again. But for me, sometimes if something I have that is dry clean only gets a little wrinkled or gets a little creased, I'm like, I'll just take it to the dry cleaner and have them press it. But if you have a steamer, you don't have to do that every single time. You can really stretch out the lengths of time in between dry cleanings and even just washings in general. And it takes like no time at all. I'm telling you, steaming a pair of trousers takes like 30 seconds. And I wear clothes so much more now that I have this, because I'd like pull something out of the closet and be like, oh, it's wrinkled, put it back, grab something else. But now that I have a steamer, I'm like, oh, it's wrinkled. Oh, that's fine. Let me take 30 seconds to steam it. Do that. And it's perfect. And I'm good to go. Number 8 on my list is buy shoes that you're actually going to wear. And that might sound like a duh moment. Like, Courtney, we know. But I can't tell you how many pairs of flats I have got, but I can't tell you how many pairs of flats I have bought knowing that I don't really like flats. When I'm dressing for work, I'm definitely more of a heel person, whether it's heeled boots, heeled, pumps, obviously, heeled sandals, even like a little kitten heel. I'm really not a flats person when it comes to dressing for work, but I've still bought them. and then they sit there and it's a waste of money because I put them on. I'm like, I feel like they're not flattering on me. I'm 5'3". I like a little height. I like how trousers and dresses look with jeans. I like how trousers and dresses and skirts look on me with heels. And so it's just a waste of money. And if you're a flat person, don't buy a bunch of heels because you're probably not going to wear them. If they're not comfortable in the store, if you try a pair of heels on and you're like, I can't walk in these, they're giving me blisters. If they're doing that just in the store, then they're going to do that if you're working for 8, 9, 10 hours a day, and you're not going to ever want to wear them again. I've gotten shoes that I wore once, got terrible blisters, and I've literally have had been petrified to wear them again because it is painful. If you're working all day and have painful shoes on and your feet are hurting and throbbing and blisters and they're too tight or whatever, it makes your workday miserable and you'll never want to wear them again. So really buy shoes, try them on, make sure they're comfortable, make sure you can wear them all day, and buy them in styles that you like that you're actually going to wear. You don't have to worry about wearing heels if you don't like wearing heels. Wear your flats. And if you don't like wearing flats, get your heels. It sounds really simple, but I've gotten, like I said, lots of shoes that I don't end up wearing because they either don't fit well or they're just not my kind of shoe, and it ends up just being a waste of money in the long run. That goes really well with tip number 9, which is buy pieces that are multifunctional. So what I mean by this is buy pieces that you not only can wear at work, but that can also transition well after work. Say dinner with friends, a date night, or just a casual get together. It's so much easier for me to buy clothes that I can wear after work as well as at work because I don't feel like I'm just throwing money away for work clothes. Work clothes can sometimes not be the most exciting thing to buy, especially when you're like I said, if you're spending so much time at work, you're like, gosh, I really don't want to then spend money to dress for work. I'm already annoyed that I have to be at work. But if you can buy pieces that are dual purpose, it's not as bad. So this shirt that I have on right now, for example, is just this little black shell. It's from Ann Taylor, and it looks great with trousers. It looks great with different kinds of skirts, under cardigans, under blazers. I wear it all the time for work, but I can also wear it with a pair of jeans, and it looks just as good, and it doesn't look like I'm wearing my work clothes out. My friends aren't like, Courtney, did you not get changed after work? It looks like just a perfectly good casual shirt, but in the daytime at work, it looks like a perfectly good work shirt as well. So I love doing those things. And in the winter, it's really easy with sweaters because I think sweaters transition really easily from day to night. But even in the summer with little tanks or skirts or whatever, some pieces are definitely harder than others. But my blazers too, if you belt them in, wear them with a pair of skinny jeans and some heeled booties, I think it looks so cute, so chic, perfect for, an easy date night. And then in the next day, you can also, wear that blazer again with the pencil skirt and look just as good for work. So it makes it a little easier spending money on work clothes when I can also wear them after hours as well. Which now time for the 10th and final tip, which is to let your personality shine. Work clothes, work outfits don't have to be boring. They don't have to be dull and blah. You can really still take your style, your aesthetic, and transition it into your work clothes. So if you like being a little edgier, add some shoes that maybe are studded, like some studded pumps, or add fun colors if you're into that. I said earlier that to buy your neutral staple pieces, but if you get fun bright colored sweaters or fun bright colored tanks, and you won't feel as blah about spending, first of all, that money on your work wardrobe, but then when you're getting dressed in the morning, it won't be as blah either. I know for me, I feel so much more excited about work when I'm wearing an outfit that I'm excited about, which might sound dramatic to some people, but when Monday morning rolls around and I'm already rolling my eyes that I have to get out of bed and get ready for work, if I have an outfit that I really love that I'm excited to put on, it's not as bad to get ready for work. And I feel like that's with a lot of things. When I'm dressed when I'm confident in what I'm wearing and how I look, I feel a lot better about whatever it is that I'm getting ready to do. So I go into work with a better attitude, I'm happier, I'm more excited for the day, and I think a lot of people are like that as well. So don't be afraid to, however you dress outside of work, that style aesthetic that you have, you can totally buy clothes, work professional clothes that are in the same kind of realm, and it'll be easier to spend the money and it'll be easier to work. That's what I'm going with. All right, guys, so those are my quick top 10 tips and tricks on how to dress professional on a budget. I hope you guys found this video helpful and informative, and I would also love to know what your guys' tips are, stores you like to shop in, things you like to do to dress cute for work, but also not break the bank. Leave all of that in the comment section below, as well as any other videos you want to see. And also, if you're interested in me making this a series, how to dress however on a budget, or stores to shop at, hauls that are more budget, affordable, price focused, I think that would be, a cool idea for my channel also. So let me know that. And I'll also link some stores I like to shop in the description box. And I think that's really all I have. I'm really trying to be more concise in my videos. I've learned that I ramble too much. So super quick video for you guys. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.